What's the correct way to become successful? What's the correct way to become successful? Come on, ask yourself this. Give me an answer. What is the correct way to become successful? Think now, think. Yes, that's the problem right there. You're thinking right now for what's the correct way to become successful, but you can't find one. You can't think of the one because there isn't one. There are many successful people in this world. There's successful YouTubers, there's successful doctors, there's successful business owners, there's successful programmers. They're all successful. Yet Yet they all have completely different paths. They all have their own stories of how they got successful. They all have their own strategies of how they got successful. Yet 99% of the people spend years of their life searching the correct route of being successful. They spend so much time just searching how to be successful. Now, let me explain you what I'm talking about. Let's rewind back over to your school times, okay? Your teacher asks a question. What is the square root of 81? Okay, that's the teacher you ask. Mo- This question has one answer. This question has one expected result. And this question has one marking scheme, which is if this is correct, it's correct. If this is wrong, it's wrong. Now, because of that, that affects our mindset a lot. Okay, let me explain you. Most questions at school, they have one answer, one correct answer only. They have one marking scheme and they have one expected result. For example, maths. An example of maths was the square root of 91 or what's 2 plus 2. In most questions at school, they ask you the questions which only have one answer, which only have one expected result, and which have one marking scheme. This is because they are easier to judge, they're easier to mark, they're easier to look at, and that has an effect on us. That teaches us that there's only one wrong and one right answer to a question. There's only one right answer and one wrong answer. And for years, because of this system, school means finding the answer someone already knows, finding the correct answer to something. And that's what success's meaning has been transformed to in the modern world, to find the one answer, to find the one expected result, to find the one true thing. And this creates a mindset. This creates a sort of fake illusion and a sort of fake realization. Since people at school, their kids, they're gonna look at this as a realization, something is true, and they're gonna start treating life like this. For example, they're gonna start asking questions. They're gonna start asking questions which do not have a definitive answer, but they want one set answer. For example, let me give you an example. What's the best career? One of the most popular, that is, what is the best? What's the best career? Because of this, a lot of people ask this question: is the best career a doctor? Is the best career an engineer? Is the best career, I don't know, is the best career a police officer? Is the best career a programmer or software engineer or whatever? What's the best career? Now, there are tons of great careers, but one thing I'm going to tell you, there's no single best career. Every career is good. Every career depends on what you like. Every career depends on what you want. No one can give you an answer like what's the best career. There is no correct choice, there's no good choice. And because of this, people are gonna be stuck. People are gonna be stuck at, they're not gonna try finding jobs, they're not gonna do anything because they're so obsessed with getting the correct answer, they don't even start moving forward. Here's another example, and this one for the, especially for the new generations, this is the video game example. So imagine a video game, RPG video game, okay? They, two people, two players join. One is called John and the other is called Alex. Okay, John. John comes into the game. He is so hyped. He starts playing the game, starts slaying monsters, killing bosses, earning coins, doing quests, etc., etc., etc. He's enjoying and he's progressing. Other player, John is progressing. Alex starts going goes to YouTube. Okay, he tries to find the perfect strategy. He watches hour-long tutorials. He watches tons and tons of videos on the perfect strategy, how to start out perfect, what's the best starter kit. And due to this, who learns faster? Who learns the game faster? John. John learns the game faster because he's the one actually playing. He treats the game as a game. He finds success as he moves on. He learns from his mistakes. He tests possibilities. But Alex, he has the school mindset. He has the average mindset. He treats this game like a exam. He treats this game like an exam, wanting to find the perfect answer, but there is none. In a sandbox game, there are multiple and multiple answers, multiple possibilities. You can go. There's nothing wrong in going to try out possibilities. But the thing is, people start treating real life like an exam. But one thing you need to know, real life is less like an exam and more like a video game where you can try out new possibilities, where you can try out new stuff. And now let's reveal the consequence, the hidden consequence of this mindset. Because of this, because of thinking like this, of finding the correct answer, people become terrified, people become petrified of of finding the wrong answer. Speaking publicly, learning skills, trying business ideas, all of them, the people are scared of them because what if they're wrong? What if this is not the correct answer? What if there's another correct answer? If you grow up believing every problem has only one correct answer, being wrong starts to feel very dangerous. And that's why you don't try out new things, and that's why you're stuck in a little box where you can't succeed. And now, what do successful people do? Let's move over from the failure mindset to the successful mindset. Successful people, they don't focus on finding possible, they don't focus on finding answers. The thing they focus on finding possibilities. They test out new stuff. They go outwards more. They test new stuff. They find possibilities. They try out new things. For example, of successful person, he's gonna go on YouTube. He's gonna make a first video. It was bad. He learned. He made the second video. It was bad. He learned. He made the third video. He's starting to get some good views. Whereas the failure person, he he studies for 2 3 weeks to make good videos. He wastes so much time, and it still isn't. The first videos are always kind of bad. This first video still isn't that good. So what I'm trying to say is the first person won. As he went in, he explored, he had more possibilities, he didn't waste time, and he availed his time, and he was closer to success than the other person. That's because they didn't spend waste time discovering the right answer. They created it. Let Now the thing I'm trying to say is, in school there's a marking scheme. There's correct answers. There's guaranteed paths. There's techniques to learn. You have to ace an exam. But in a real life, there is no correct answers. Real life, there's no guaranteed paths. Real life, there's no marking scheme. You have to be good. In school, you don't have to outsmart people. You just have to be correct. In real life, you have to be correct. You have to outsmart. You have to be vigorous. You have to be smart. Because the people who win aren't always the smartest people. They're usually the people who are willing to be wrong longer than everyone else. And, and now, how do you change your mindset? How do you actually fix this? The number one thing, instead of asking yourself what's the right answer on a problem. Let's say there's a problem. You could say you have to go to a meeting. Okay, you have to go to a meeting and you have to pick up a coffee as well. Meeting is at 9 o'clock. It takes you 15 minutes to pick up a coffee. Now you'll think, what's the right answer? What's the best time I could go? One answer would be, it takes you 30 minutes to go to the meeting. You go So you go 45 minutes early so you have time to pick up your coffee as well. That's the modern correct answer, as the most people say. You could also say that you could tag along with your friend. You could tag along with your friend, or you could say your friend to get coffee for you while something else happens, or something like. There's multiple answers to this. Okay, and this is in every single field, because what I'm trying to say is, that maybe the biggest lesson school accidentally teaches you isn't obedience. It's the belief that somewhere out there's a perfect answer. But most of life isn't about finding the perfect answer. It's about creating the perfect answer. So make sure to like and subscribe, because I always post videos like this and I'll be always there to help you out.